In French Top 16 Club Championship 2025 Higher Pool Round 3, Sankalp Gupta steers the game into a well-known Ruy Lopez Morphy defense. Steinitz deferred, testing Adhiban's preparation. On e4. On e5. Knight f3. Threatening knight takes e5. Knight c6. Bishop b5. On a6. Threatening pawn takes b5. Bishop a4 played by Sankalp Gupta. Knight f6. King castled kingside leads us into Ruy Lopez Morphy defense. Steinitz deferred. Sankalp Gupta wants to play. Bishop takes c6. Pawn takes c6. Knight takes e5 and gain a significant edge. On d6 played by Adhiban. Rook e1. Bishop d7. On d4. Knight takes d4. Bishop takes d7 check. Queen takes d7. Knight takes d4. Pawn takes d4. Queen takes d4. Bishop e7. Knight c3. King castled kingside. On h3. Rook fe8. On b3. On b5 it is novelty move. Bishop b2. On c6. Rook a d1. Sankalp Gupta's idea is to play. On e5. Knight h5. On g4. On d5. Queen e3. Bishop d6. Queen f3 and dominate the board. Rook a d8 played by Adhiban. Knight e2. On d5. On e5. Sankalp Gupta is planning to play. Bishop a1. On c5. Queen b2. Knight h5. Knight g3 and take decisive advantage. Queen e6 played by Adhiban. Knight f4. Threatening knight takes e6. Queen c8 played by Adhiban. Knight d3. Threatening pawn takes f6. On c5 played by Adhiban. Threatening pawn takes d4. Queen f4 played by Sankalp Gupta. Threatening pawn takes f6. Knight e4 played by Adhiban. On f3. Sankalp Gupta considers playing. On takes e4. On d4. Rook f1. Rook f8. Bishop a3. On f6. On e6. Rook fe8. Queen f3. Bishop d6 and gain a significant edge. Knight g5 played by Adhiban. Queen g3. Queen f5. Adhiban is planning to play. On c4. Knight f4. Queen takes c2 and put immense pressure on the opponent. On e6 played by Sankalp Gupta. Sankalp Gupta might go for. On h4. On takes e6. On takes g5 and take decisive advantage. On f6 played by Adhiban. Adhiban is preparing to play. On c4. Knight f2. Queen takes c2 and seize the initiative. Queen f4 played by Sankalp Gupta. Threatening queen takes f5. Queen g6 played by Adhiban. Threatening knight takes h3 check. Queen g4 played by Sankalp Gupta. Bishop d6. On f4. Threatening pawn takes g5. On h5 played by Adhiban. Threatening pawn takes g4. Queen g3 played by Sankalp Gupta. On c4. Threatening pawn takes d3. On h4 played by Sankalp Gupta. Pawn takes d3. Rook takes d3. Bishop takes f4. Queen takes f4. Rook takes e6. Rook takes e6. Knight takes e6. Queen f3. Queen e4. Adhiban's idea is to play Queen e1 check, Queen f1, Queen takes h4, and establish a winning position. Queen f2 played by Sankalp Gupta. On d4. Bishop c1. Rook d5. King h2. Rook f5. Threatening rook takes f2. Queen g3 played by Sankalp Gupta. Rook f1. Threatening rook takes c1. Bishop d2 played by Sankalp Gupta. King h7. Adhiban intends to play Knight c5. Rook f3. Rook takes f3. Queen takes f3. Queen takes h4 check, and establish a winning position. On c3 played by Sankalp Gupta. Queen e2. Queen h3. Rook f2. Threatening pawn takes c3. Pawn takes d4 played by Sankalp Gupta. Rook takes g2 check. Queen takes g2. Queen takes d3. Stop here and find the strongest move for Sankalp Gupta. Bishop c3 is logical continuation as Queen takes c3. Queen e4 check. King h6. Queen takes e6. Queen takes d4. Queen takes a6. Still Sankalp Gupta is losing. Let's analyze the main variation. Queen takes d3. On d5 slightly worse move played by Sankalp Gupta. Threatening pawn takes e6. Knight d4. A masterful performance by Adhiban.